Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is I'm going to talk about He Didn't Know I Was Trans story time. This happened recently. I want to say like back in May. So yes, some of you are going to be like, oh my God, Serenity, why are you out here doing this? It's just, just listen to the story time. It'll make sense. So before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's free way to help your girl out. So let's get started. Okay, so basically, I want to say it like at the end of May, of this year, 2022. Like, what month is it? It's November. It's November 2nd, filming this video. So this was back in May, y'all. So, I had moved into this apartment. And so this lady at the front desk, like the receptionist, I want to say, like she basically tried to be like, tries to be my friend and stuff. So she probably watching this video. Oh well, hey girl. But yeah, so the lady at the front desk, she was like trying to be like my friend and stuff like that. And so I want to say, so when I went and applied for this apartment, everything was good. She checked my, everything. And I think the same day I got a call back from her and she was like, hey girl, you've been approved, like, whoopty whoop. So I was like, all right, cool. So I ended up moving in here. So after I signed all the paperwork and everything like that, she was just like showing me I think like the rest, like she was showing me something. I forgot because she had already showed me the tour of the place. But basically I moved in, whatever. So she was telling me about this guy that she would see come in and work and stuff. This girl is completely boy crazy and she's married and got a kid and everything all. And she is boy crazy, like I tell y'all. So, she over here, was telling me like, oh my God, like, are you, so when she, I think when I was walking, like when she was showing me the place, she asked me like, oh, are you single? Like, because I was asking her questions like, at night, is it safe here? Stuff like that. And she was saying, yeah, girl, I've been living here for like 6 years. Ain't nothing crazy happened. I was like, okay. So she was saying, so she was asking questions like, are you single? Stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. So she was like, oh my God, why are you single? You are so pretty. To be honest, y'all, like I don't tell her none of my business because she be out here telling people's business left and right like it's nothing. So honestly, I keep everything to myself and I just ask her questions and she answers them. And that's kind of how me and her talk. So, so basically I just told her saying, oh, I don't know. I just haven't met the right one yet, I guess, whatever. So she was like, yeah. So then she told me, she's like, oh my God, there's this cute guy that lives here. He's single. Oh my God, like, please don't tell on me. But I honestly think you guys would make a cute couple. And I would definitely love to be a max. Did she say like a mixed matcher, whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. So of course in the back of my mind, I'm like, fuck, I'm transgender. Like, I really don't want to like have people know my business here, stuff like that. But I mean, I'm already out on YouTube and on Instagram and TikTok and all of that. So, by the way, if y'all aren't following my TikTok, follow my TikTok. So basically, I just said, why not? What the heck? Because this is definitely my first apartment, and I was kind of lit. I was in the moment. I was all like, oh my God, like I was just ecstatic. I was happy I got my own place, and it's a really nice place at that. So I was like, yeah, girl, let's go to his apartment right now. Like, I don't care. And she's all like, okay, we'll go, but like, don't say anything. Don't tell my boss because I can get fired. And I was like, girl, I ain't gonna say nothing. So she walked me over to his apartment unit. So thank God his apartment is like on the other side of the complex because I just, yeah. So anyways, so we get to his apartment. She's knocking on the door. He comes to the door, y'all. Girl, guys and girls, he was definitely fine. He was tall. you know, he got muscles. He was definitely very handsome, and he's in the military, y'all, and he got a truck, like a really nice truck. I love guys with big trucks. So I love guys, really good looking guys with big trucks. Like it just says a lot. I don't know. I just think it's very masculine. It's manly. I really like it. And his truck was nice, y'all. So basically I talked to him. I'm like, she was like, oh, hi. We're gonna call him Kevin. We're gonna call him Kevin. She's like, oh, hi, Kevin. This is Serenity, and she just moved into this apartment complex. So, I just thought, I'll introduce the both of you guys. And then I was like, hey, like, I was like, hi, what's up? I was like, what's up? And then he was like, oh, not much. Like he was all eating a sandwich and stuff, and he came to the door because he wasn't expecting, like me coming. So then he was just was like, oh, nothing. Like, I'm good. Like, what you up to? Stuff like that. So we kikied and talked or whatever. I was a little nervous because he was definitely handsome. He was tall, muscles. I think I said he was in the military and stuff. Yeah. So, anyways, he was definitely cute. Anyways, but so I gave him my number. So anyways, we ended up like exchanging numbers or whatever. So we started like texting a lot and stuff, like talking and stuff like that. So I didn't move into this. So I had got this apartment, and then like I didn't really move into my apartment until 2 weeks later. So yeah, don't ask me why. Just yeah. So I didn't move in. So I already had got the apartment, but I didn't move in until like 2 weeks later. Officially, I start moving my bed in and stuff like that. Cause yeah. So so anyway, so me and Kevin, we talked. So within the 2 weeks, we talked and texted and stuff like that. So basically, I run my apartment unit. So there's like a package room and then like a mail room. And then there's like a gym and then like a pool with the jacuzzi. And it's just like, it's a lot of amenities, I want to say. So I was asking him like questions like, oh, like, can you like show me around, whatever. So basically it was like 10 o'clock at night. So I remember when I first moved up in here, y'all, I didn't have nothing. I had really nothing. I didn't even have furniture up in here. So, basically, what happened? So I ordered a bunch of things, off of Amazon. So I had ordered so much stuff. So I had all of it mailed, to my new address here. So a lot of the stuff was in the package room. So I remember it was like late, y'all. It was probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I remember texting him and I said, hey, like, and y'all, I do not like going out at night. I just don't. I get scared. Um, I don't want to say I'm like scared, like it's like I can't, but I mean, I'm extremely cautious when I go out at night just because, anything can happen. I'm pretty, I really watch my surroundings, especially at night, So, I just texted him. I said, hey, can you, do you want to come over? I need to go to the package room to get my packages, and I really don't know where it's at. Or I don't, and plus, not only that, like, so in the package room, they send you like, so when you get a package, they send you a code to your phone. So, I was like, okay, cool. So, I had like the code and stuff, but I really didn't know how to use it at the time to get into the package room. Like, so I just so I asked him to come over. So he comes over here. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Comes over, me and him, we just talk and stuff. And, I was just really looking at like maybe like being friends with him at first and just see where things go. But once he started like being sexual, then I was going to tell him. But y'all gonna find out later. So anyways, me and him, so we went, so he showed me, we went to the package room together, we was talking, stuff like that. And then I got my packages, and then I was like opening them up, and like I was in the kitchen opening them up, and then he was there with me talking to me and stuff. And then I don't know, y'all, but like he kept staring like at my bedroom and stuff. And like at this time, I didn't have anything in my apartment yet. I didn't have my bed in here or anything. Like I was still living at the other place. So yeah, there was like nothing in my apartment. Like even Dancer, my cat, wasn't even in the apartment yet. So I had literally nothing. So, he kept looking like in my room or something like that, and I was getting the vibe that like he wanted to like go to my room or something, and I'm like, no, not tonight. Like this is not happening. So after I kind of started getting like that vibe or whatever, I kind of just looked at him. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna like go to my other home. So, but thanks for showing me around and for keeping me company. And I booted him out like that, y'all. Like I was like, I'm not about to do all that. So he was like, all right, stuff like that. So I think he hugged me. I don't remember, but yeah, I think he hugged me. So I was like, all right. And then, yeah, so then after that, um, there was a fair. So in the city that there was this like fair going on. And I was like, oh snap, there's like a fair going on. So I love going to the fair. I always have this big fantasy that like I'm gonna like meet the guy, meet my one, meet that guy. We're gonna go to the fair together, and then he's gonna go all out and try to win me a big giant ass prize. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I like that. So, anyways, so I asked, Kevin, I'm like, hey, Kevin, because Kevin said that he wanted to like take me out and like whatever and like hang out, take me out, whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like that's fine. So I said, hey, there's like this fair going on, up the street. You want to like go to it? He was like, yeah, like I don't, he was like, yeah, yeah, let's go. So anyways, I go pick him up. I drove. I felt comfortable driving, just in case. Like, I don't know. I like to drive. I like to be in control. I like to feel like I'm in control because I have really bad anxiety and, you know, I don't really know him like that, especially in my situation. I'm like, let me have my own car. So if something do hit the fan, I can just hop in my car and dip. So anyways, he gets in my car, or I pick him up, and so he smells, y'all. So he's dressed really nice. Um, he definitely got muscles because I saw his chest poking through his shirt. He got really nice biceps, and he just looked real good, and he smelled good, y'all. Like he put that I don't know I think it was like some type of cologne, but y'all, he was smelling. He was. Like, you know how when there's a good looking man, and then on top of that, and he smell good on top of that, it's just, that seals the deal for me. So, it seals the deal for me. So, anyways, he was looking real good, y'all. So, me and him, we drive up. So, we go to the fair or whatever. Me and him, we started like walk. So, we walked around the fair like a bunch. Did I go buy anything? No. We didn't play any games at the fair, but honestly, me and him, it was honestly our first time really like hanging out and really like talking and stuff. And, I really just liked talking and stuff. Like as far as like the guy winning me a prize at the fair and stuff, I think that's like, I feel like I needed to get to know him a little bit more in order to feel like, comfortable, stuff like that. I don't know. But me and him, we walked for a good like hour and a half. I like walking, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, so me and him, we talked or whatever, and I'm trying to think what else. Oh no, I remember so the fair or whatever, we were late or whatever, and then like it had closed down and everything. People they were packing up everything. So that's why we didn't really get to enjoy the fair or anything because everybody was packing up. We got there late on the last day and it was like closed already. So yeah, I remember now. So, but me and him, we just walked around, we just walked and talked, and we got to get to know each other and everything like that. So, after that, we talked, we sit on the bench, and it was like getting dark, and like we talked and stuff like that. So then he said, like, hey, like, I really like you a lot. Um, stuff like that. And I don't know what I said, but I remember it was hecka funny. I remember he busted up laughing. He was all like, so tell me about yourself, like, tell me about yourself. And I was all like, like I'm a whole vibe, like I'm cute, I'm funny, I'm mad goofy, like I'm like a vibe, like you know, I'm like a whole vibe. And then he just started laughing. Anyways, but yeah, so we walked to my car and then I drove him home and then my place was like just like probably 20 feet away. Like so I drop him off and then like what happened? I think he gets like before like we stopped talking or whatever, he gets ready to leave and then y'all like he reaches and grabs me and like kisses me and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. And like, I didn't even tell him. I didn't even tell him my tea, y'all. Anyways, I was like, oh my gosh. So it did felt really good. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've been celibate for a very long time now. I've been celibate. Y'all, that kiss was everything. I kind of enjoyed it. Even though I didn't tell him my tea, I enjoyed it. It was it's like you know how when you're like on a diet or something like that, the best way I can explain how I was feeling, you know how when you're on a diet and like you can't eat no cakes or nothing and you've been eating nothing but healthy food that you know you've been meal prepping and it's like no cheat meals or anything. Y'all, as soon as I took a bite out of that cake, it's just like that was like it was giving that feeling, like it really was, like it was everything. Anyways, I don't know, I'm just like I can't believe I didn't tell y'all this story time, but yeah, this story time was juicy, y'all. So anyways, he basically leaves and then I go to my place and then I really was like I gotta tell him. So so I'm like, oh my God. So I want to say like the next day, I think he texted me saying like, hey, what's up with you? Whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm good. So I ended up telling him, I said, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I'm trans and like I don't want to have any issues with you. I don't, you know, I don't want you feeling like I deceived you or anything. But yeah, and then he was like, what? You're trans? Like what? That don't even make no sense. Like, nah. I was like, yes. Yes, I am. So then he just asked me like questions about me being trans, but like he didn't flip out. He wasn't violent or nothing like that, thank God. And I was kind of like, damn, like he lives in my apartment complex. So like, what if I have to run into him and like, so I was like, but so anyways, he basically talks to me and then basically I did tell him I thought I am post-op, you know, like I don't really be telling guys like that. Like you guys set me for me, you know, I don't, you know, but I don't know, like after that kiss, it kind of did like hypnotize me a little bit. And I was like, just let you know I'm post-op. Like, I don't know. So, but anyways, he was just like, yeah, you know, I had thought about it. I gave it some time to think about it. And I just think we're better off as friends. So I already knew where this shit was going. So I was like, whatever. So I was like, okay, bye. So anyways, I just started doing my own thing. And then I want to say like a month later, like I ended up walking. So I had to walk past like the basketball court or whatever so I can go like, you know, to the mail package room to get my package. And guess who I see? I see him with his damn kids. So his ex-wife lives in Texas and so he has two kids. And so he did tell me when we went to hang out or whatever, we were sitting on the bench talking on the fair during the fair thing. He was like, yeah, like I'm supposed to get my kids this summer, you know, stuff like that and all of that. So I was like, oh, okay. You know, so I didn't know how me and him was gonna work when his kids was gonna be here and stuff like that. So what happened? So yeah, so I basically tell him that. So I just basically, so I told him, you know, my tea and all that. So basically I'm going to the package room. So I was cutting through the basketball court. Guess who I see? I see him with his damn kids playing basketball. So I'm like, fuck. So immediately I just saw him from and not only that, y'all, like I have to have my glasses or my contact lenses in because I cannot see for nothing. And I remember walking up and I saw him and I was like, is that him? And I was like, oh my God. So I turned around and I just walked back to my apartment because I did not want to talk to him. I didn't even want to walk past him. And it's going to be like an awkward, like, I don't know. It was going to be awkward. But honestly, y'all, that was the last time that I've seen him around my apartment complex. I have not seen him since. But oh yeah, another thing too, like me and him, we had really opposite schedules. So like when he was at home, I was at work, and then when I was at home, he was at work. So I guess that's probably why I haven't really seen him anymore. But I did see him one other time. I was leaving out of my apartment complex, and then I saw him pulling up in through the entrance, and I was leaving out of the entrance. So I did see him that one time, but it was just for like a split sec. So I was like, so anyways, I think it's best that you tell him you're trans up front beforehand. And to be honest, I would even recommend, dating anyone, especially in your apartment complex or by your house or whatever, because it just can be, I don't know, it can be dangerous. I'm really gonna say that. That's like, I don't know the word that came to me. It can be really dangerous, and you just never know. And especially like you're locked into a lease too, so it's like you can't even up and leave if something does hit the fan. You have, and in order to break your lease, I don't really know the process of breaking your lease, but I just do know you're gonna have to pay a large sum of money in order to like break your lease, and I'm not doing that. I need all my coins and duckies, and plus Christmas is coming up, so I was like, yeah, I need to save my money. So, but yeah, so definitely this was a He Didn't Know I Was Trans story time video. And I hope you guys love this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay magical. Mwah.